Welcome back to another episode of Get Back Garage. We are super excited for our second project. We got a new family who needs a vehicle. We found a vehicle. And Jeff, why don't you tell me about what we have in store?
All right, we got
this project.
a 2006 Toyota Sienna. We bought it from a tow auction. I couldn't get into the vehicle, didn't even have keys. We bought it pretty much sight unseen from a motor and an interior standpoint. It needs a lot of work. We're already starting to get parts. We got tires and a whole stack of parts over here that we're gonna get in there. We're gonna try to make this vehicle as best as possible for this family. But first we gotta get it in the shop. It doesn't even go into drive and it's sitting out there exactly where the tow truck left it. We're gonna get it pulled on in. Why don't you guys come along? Yeah, here to pick up a vehicle, Throne, T-H-R-O-N-E.
For the auction or something else?
Correct, for the auction.
All right, come in.
Am I good?
Yeah, keep coming a little bit more. All right, that's good. What?
So what do you think?
It needs some love. That's about all I can say. Yeah. I mean, Bommy, you gotta come up here and check out this. There's literally something growing on the floor. I gotta tell you, I've never seen that. Never.
It's pretty interesting, to say the least.
We're ditching all these carpets, like the carpet, floor mats, everything. And we're gonna detail the mess out of this. Then we're gonna take apart the dash, fix the dash. But I'm encouraged that the doors in the trunk work. At least we don't have to replace those motors. All right, so we're gonna dive into this. We're gonna call it, as I've heard it said before, automotive archaeology. This is bad back here. I don't know what this person was doing. It doesn't look like they were living out here because there's just shoes and purses. I don't want to know.
And there was a phone.
And there was phones. I think multiple phones. There's a couple phones up there too, and debit cards.
Oh wow.
I don't even know. This still has a tag on it.
What size is it?
Large. They're pants.
Too big.
Bommy, I think next video, you gotta be rocking these. They're like MC Hammer pants. So we're gonna need to get like some plastic baggies for all this stuff and label them because we're gonna be taking apart everything. So we found out there's a cycle to the intestinal tract. We got a chicken bone, so it starts back here. You ate, you got your fill, start getting the bubble guts. Then you just, take a dump in the middle of the van. Full cycle right here. Eating to pooping.
First time going under the car, and what's the first impression?
First impression is super clean. Very clean. Underneath.
And this has 230,000 miles.
Yeah.
So more likely it's been driven in fairly good climate here in southern.
Yeah, definitely a southern vehicle.
Southern vehicle. not from up north because there's not much rust at all for a car that has over 200,000 miles on it.
It definitely, I mean, based on the paperwork that we saw too, it's been taken care of. The belts are new. So it's relatively well maintained. I mean, you got an oil leak, but that's not really surprising for something with this many miles. Don't judge me. My first time changing oil on my new lift. Well, new to me. Now all we got to do is twist off the oil filter way up in there and then fill her back up. We have a misfire on cylinders 2 and 4 on the Toyota today. This is a pretty common problem with the V6 3.3 and probably a lot of other Toyotas too. Basically what happens is the 2 coil packs, or 2 in our case, end up going bad, and so you get a misfire. Pretty easy fix. We're just going to pull this engine cover off and basically just pop out those 2 ones, and hopefully that solves the problem. You see here we got coils, easy access. Like I said, I'm glad it's not all the way back there behind the intake, because that would be a little bit more work to get to. We lucked out, and it's 2 of them in the front, which stoked. 10mm socket. Pop the little clips off. Both of those things broke. Not oily, which is nice. Oh. No bueno. No bueno at all. We'll pull that spark plug, and I'm hoping it just wasn't tightened. Moment of truth. Really hoping. That's a lot of oil. Plug is completely roasted. That gap. Ugh, not encouraging. All right, here's the moment of truth. So the piston's all the way up. Good. Piston is dry. Would have been really bad. That cylinder was all full of oil, and it's not. Ew, that's just off the wall where the spark plug was. So happy the cylinder is not full of oil. I'm hoping this thing still loves life. Put a new spark plug in there, new coil pack, burn out whatever oil was in there. I'm just going to chalk it up to an engine with 230,000 miles. Have our brand new coil pack The Denso brand, I would suggest always going with Denso brand. Coil packs, I've just heard bad things about the off-brand. Super easy to install. Just slide it in there and you'll feel it rest, hit the bottom. If you're like me, little clip probably broke. Take a zip tie, slide it in there, and then push it up against the clip. And this will act as the retainer. You get your snips, snip the end off. It's good to go. Make sure that your bolts go on, and you're all done. That's pretty bad. Got the new one, looking all snazzy. Sometimes you gotta check. There's a top and a bottom. Sometimes there'll be little grooves. Sometimes it matters, sometimes it don't. The grooves do matter. Grooves towards the front. Make sure you're locked in on the back. New battery in. I think we're gonna call it a day.
We are, I don't know, halfway? No? In the project?
I think that's optimistic.
Everything is gutted, pretty much.
What needs to be gutted?
What needs to be gutted. It's quite a bit of work.
Yeah, it's just man hours. Nothing we've done so far has been crazy technical.
Right.
It's just a lot of labor.
Right. So we're going to put the carpet, a new carpet, back in.
New carpet.
And then what else?
Well, we're going to put the new carpet in. We'll finish cleaning all the trim pieces in here. And then we'll start cleaning up and fixing some of the seats. And then hopefully some of our parts will be in for the dash. We'll get the transmission shifter back going and getting that buttoned up again.
There you go. You should get started then.
Let's do it. Bobby, how long you been working on that?
Like a second.
A plastic clip. So that's what Bommy did.
Hey, we all got to contribute to this project, okay?
Here's what I did.
We are done with phase 1 of this project. We have spent X amount of hours on cleaning, tearing out the inside, gutting a lot of the stuff, taking out the carpets, putting new carpets in, taking out the dash. Obviously, I did my part.
You did.
I did my part, and Jeff did his part. And we're heading on to phase 2.
Phase 2.
And phase 2 consists of what?
We're going to finish the interior. We're going to get a few more little tidbits taken care of on the outside. Then start to roll with paint and body work on here. And unfortunately, we got to address the windshield because I ended up cracking it the other day. Lots of fun on that one. So that's a new unexpected expense.
So I didn't do anything, no mistakes.
Nope.
Part of it. So far.
So far, it's...
I got a clean slate.
You do.
Okay.
Unfortunately, I have the biggest bill as far as my personal mistakes. We're also hopefully going to do a little bit of, I don't know, customization, make it a little bit more fun. And so we'll be seeing that in the next couple episodes too.
So for those of you who think minivans aren't that fun.
It's probably true though.
Okay. Well, we're going to try to make it less not so fun. All right.
Okay.
All right. All right. Thanks for watching. Hope to see you next time.